So I've just paid $24.99 for a TaylorMade driver. Now, yes, it is a little bit under the weather. It does have some sky marks, and it is pretty old. But this, I think, could be one of the most exciting tests to date. Now remember, this series, you set me a challenge of trying to find a TaylorMade R7 driver for under £30. Yeah, the search is going on. I can't find it, but as I've just said, I think I've found one that's better. After countless hours of looking on eBay, golf clubs for cash, you name it, I've been on every single golf website. I have found the TaylorMade Fire Soul driver. Fire Soul. And I've got it in 9.5 degrees, stiff flex with a TaylorMade bubble 90-gram shaft. Sounds heavy, that. Isn't it strange how they've got a lot lighter now? Now, this is going to be really interesting to try because for me, when I first looked at this, I thought that, blooming heck, this is like the same as the TaylorMade Mini Burner driver. Like the head profile, the top, similar colorway, and the head cover. I was like, whoa, hold the phone here. This thing looks very, very similar. Now, and I'm assuming that this is illegal since it is from 1999. Pretty old, but look at this. Look at the color. Here's a bit of the technology which we'll go through. I mean, you can see it does look a little under the weather. But you know what? I think this bit doesn't look too bad at all. So there's a bit of a backstory here. Now, it's important to note, as soon as this driver arrives at home, I am taking it out on the golf course. So we're going to test the numbers, what it flies like, what it sounds like, is it any good? What does it perform like, considering it's from 1999? Now, what's really interesting, if you're watching this thinking, this has brought back some memories, I had this driver, get down below in the comments and let me know exactly what you think of them, because I've dug out some forums here, which we're going to go through shortly. But back to this story. So I was doing a little bit of research, trying to find out where I could find an R7 driver. You've heard it. And then I found a TaylorMade Fire Soul driver on golf clubs for cash. Now, what's really interesting is I found it for golf clubs for cash, TaylorMade Fire Soul driver, 9.5 degree stiff, TaylorMade bubble 90-gram shaft. Now, have a look at the price here. $31.99. Yes, $31.99. Now, this comes back to a point that I'm going to go to in a different video where after I've tried this, I reckon I could sell it for a little bit of a profit. But anyway, so I found it on golf clubs for cash for $31.99. So I thought, I'm not paying $31.99. I want it cheaper than that. And I want free postage. So I went on eBay and I found the exact same advert. Look at this here. Apart from this one is 10.5 degrees, not 9.5 degrees. So a little bit of a difference in loft, but I mean, that doesn't matter. Still a stiff flex for $24.99. $24.99. I think I found a little bit of a bargain. So we're going to put a new grip on it. We're going to spruce it up a little bit after we've tried it. And then let's see how it goes. But let's go through a bit of the technology that's in this driver. But isn't that mad? Price difference there. A little bit of digging. Who else does that? If they're trying to find a bit of a bargain, I do a bit of a digging. I just literally copied and pasted the exact same advert into eBay and I found it a little cheaper. But a little bit difference in loft, but that doesn't matter. So let's talk technology. Now, technology over the last 25 years hasn't, well, it obviously has changed. Difference in shafts, difference in materials used, but it's looking at this, right? This must have been one of the first titanium drivers. As I said earlier, it was in 1999 first released. The Fire Soul driver featured a tungsten sole plate to improve weight distribution and increase a launch angle. Now, I can only imagine looking at these photos, you can see the underneath of this golf club here, where that tungsten weight is. Now, we know now, putting weight further back and lower helps improve launch. It also increases MOI, making that forgiveness a little higher, a little easier to hit, which is obviously everything we want to try. Now, at the start of this video, I was like, this thing looks like a TaylorMade Mini Burner driver, and it's just those colors. It's that sort of logo on the top as well, where you've sort of got the old TaylorMade logo. It looks seriously cool, and I'm dying to try it. Titanium, TaylorMade, Fire Soul.
This name is like the most bizarre thing ever.
So I've done some digging on the forums again to try and find some of the reviews back in the day. And some of these are from 2001, some of them from 2000. Now I appreciate at the top of this page, it does say TaylorMade Firesole Fairway Woods review. But in this reviews and this forum, there are a lot with the driver. So we'll just pick out those ones. Now, if you're thinking, Alex, why on earth have you bought this driver? You're probably right. Why on earth? But the simple reason is that you guys set me challenges to find cheap, good, affordable golf clubs, or even ones that you're thinking, you know what, back in the day, I used to have that. What's it worth now? So you could set me a challenge like, Alex, can you find me a Scotty Cameron under £100? That's in good condition. Alex, buy a set of irons for less than $100. Find me a Ping driver for less than £50. Literally, as long as you've subscribed and you've turned on the bell, you can name anything. I literally mean anything. I'll find it, I'll buy it, and I'll test it. And then hopefully, after we've tested it, we can pop it back on eBay or some forum and sell it for a little bit of a profit by putting maybe a new grip on it or something like that, where I won't lose a lot of money. Because if I'm buying a lot of golf clubs that you're asking me to buy, then there's going to be a hefty bill at the end of every month. But anyway, I'm dying to try this one because I've read a lot of the reviews. But like I say, if you've subscribed and you've turned on the bell, just down below in the comments, let me know where you want this content to go next. So let's start with this one, Jan. And this is from April the 9th, 2001. Title, Shooting the 90s. And this is a Firesole Tour Driver 9.5. It says SX shaft, but I'm guessing that means extra stiff. So since I got this strange looking driver, which I can't find a similar version in any pro shop in Bangkok, I have gained at least another 10 to 20 yards. Also, I can hit a fairway more frequently than my previous Callaway Big Bertha 8.5. Wow, this person must be a player because 9 degree, 9.5 and 8.5, they're seriously low lofted. Now, they're not all positive. This one from here in March the 20th, 2001 from Deck said shoot in the 80s. Tested plenty of drivers before choosing this one, including the 975D, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that was a Titleist driver. I have found this driver to be great when I hit it out of the middle and when I'm swinging well, but I will hook the golf ball more often than I like. Having a low ball flight anyway, the 8.5 degree means there's a lot of rollout, which is great into the wind, but much less carry. Distance-wise, the driver is adequate, but needs a hefty swing to get the most out of it. And for me, this can turn into a wild hook. He found that he had more accuracy with an old titanium bubble 9.5 degree driver. Well, they did buy it at the top, the lower lofted one, so maybe why it went lower. Okay, let's find another one here. March the 13th, 2001. VJ. I wonder if it's VJ Singh. Probably not.
That's this review just here. Well, what can I say? When I first started playing golf, I used to use a Callaway Bobby Jones Tour driver and the Players Titanium fairway wood. The 5-wood was the best club, perfect control with great distance, 220, but still too short off the tee. I then got the Firesole 10.5 degrees. What? We just got the 10.5! Two problems. Because I had no confidence in my swing, I ordered a way too overlofted... Oh, not good then. I thought it was going to be good. Way too overlofted driver. And second, the shaft was way too whippy. Now I play a 9 degree and the shaft and bang. The driver is perfect. The ball explodes at impact and rolls to a good 15 to 20 yards longer every time. I'm hitting anywhere up to 260 long back in the day. Look, 2001. Definitely recommend this club. Just make sure you get fairly stiff shaft, which we have done. So as soon as this driver arrives, we're going to be taking it out on the golf course. And because it's coming from Golf Clubs for Cash, this is going to be like coming in 2 days. It says it's going to be here by the 30th. Today is, let me double check. Today is Saturday the 27th, and it said it's going to be here by the 30th. Now, as soon as it arrives, I'll be taking it out on the golf course, and let's see how it performs. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel here to keep up to date with the latest golf clubs, well, latest and old, and ones that you asked me to try and find for an absolute bargain. Thanks for watching.